Somebody, I'll shoot over free list of 1,000 video games enthusiasts, blah, blah, blah. Bio, something. Let's see what's up. Okay, hello and good morning. And what's happening? Hello and good morning. Today we're just hanging out. All right, what are we gonna do today? Uh-huh. Sharon, Fat Roll, Sharon. How are you? What am I doing? Good. I've got everything turned off. Blaine, my God, Blaine, the main man, Blaine. What's happening, sir? In the great state of well, you could be in Utah right now. I don't know. I am packing my morning nonsense, getting all my stuff together here. It's the sound of silence. Good morning, Vancouver. Oh, that's what I'm looking to do. I got to put on my eye sock to get my day started. Mr. Ogandi, salam. Another day. It is the real Monday. So for me, it's my second day of a so-called business week or working week or whatever you want to call it. And I'd like to say these weeks get longer and longer. Good day, Mr. Bill Way. This whole working life is getting me down. I may be tired of working. I'm not real sure. Uh, the best thing about work is getting paid. I have to agree with that one guy we interviewed. What are you happy for? Payday. That's about it. Virtual Tuesday, exactly. Let's see what we can get into. What time is it? Oh, hell, I got a while. Oh, I'm not really in the mood for the food here. I think I'll just refrain. I haven't drank any coffee yet. I'll wait till I get to the office. Wolfie, what's happening? Nothing. I just got up, got ready for work. I'm hanging out. I've been watching a bunch of nonsense on the internet. I've been watching all. I'm 64 years old. I'm thinking about retiring. Boy, if you could, you should. I don't see how you go every day. I'll be 61 in November, and every year feels like a long year. I'm a little burnt out on it. Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out. I'm burnt out at the current environment. I could probably do a change of direction and go another 10 years. You know how just the same old stuff sometimes gets you burnt out. But if you redo and reset and try something different, it's actually refreshing. You'll work till you die. I'm about the same way, Wolfie. I just can't seem to get. The problem is, I just don't want to live in poverty. You know? You retired 3.5 years ago. Never get tired of retirement. That's it. Never will. I understand that. My dad was lucky to retire at 55. Hell, he's 88 now. He's been retired 30 years. He seemed to enjoy his retirement. Anyway, we'll see how life goes. Hallelujah and cheers. Still getting a kick out of fixing cars, are you? There's nothing wrong with that then. Yeah, that's something different. You don't have the same car every day. Retired at 62, spending time with the grandsons. Whoop, whoop, nothing wrong with that. My problem is I'm a bit adventurous and I like to do things. And you need decent income to do things. You retire, my personal financial situation means I'll have to go down into a non-spending crunch mode, We'll see how it goes. The problem when I retire, I have to also make sure I have my financial matters in hand so I can travel still. Because I still got to, I live in a third world over in the Philippines. I still have to go places. I can't just hop in a car and go down and visit somebody and see what's up. It's scary at first. Best decision ever. Yeah, I bet it is scary. That's my fear factor. Just letting it go. We'll see how it goes. I needed one more source of passive income. I'll have a little Social Security. I've got a rental house. I'd like to have something else. I need one more little thing to give me some extra cash. I'd like to figure that out. I've been looking for the right opportunity. I need one more passive income. Then I think I can be all right. We'll figure that out in the coming months, weeks, days, and years. We'll figure out something. I'd like to have a little bit of one more passive income. I just don't want to be sheltered in financial burdens or thinking about every penny when I'm old. So that's why I work. Mine's merely finance. If I had the money, I'd retire today. If I had the money, I'd be out of here by lunch. I'd be on the first flight. I'd be gone by lunch. I'd disappear. Side hustle. Yeah, I need to get me a little side hustle going soon. I just haven't figured out the good side hustle. I had the little restaurant, coffee shop thing going, but Typhoon knocked that out in one afternoon. Do you think about farm or farming? We got that covered too. You'll love it. You need to be comfortable financially. Yeah, that's the deal. So once I get financially a little more comfortable, we'll do something. Aye, 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 aye. Anyway, we'll chill on that thought for now. I do have my eyes and ears, and I'm wide open at looking at some other passive opportunity. I actually had it pretty much done, then a typhoon took it away. I think if I can redo something. We'll see how it works. We'll get us something figured out. Something shall pass through my brain that will just click and say, damn, why didn't I do that 10 years ago? I think we'll start on the hunt for that more aggressively in the coming months. We need a good side hustle. Need one that's extraordinary. Reading puts me to sleep. Does it put you to sleep? I don't really read. I wait for the video. That's my reading. I wait for the video. Ryan, what do you say? I believe we'll just chill out a little bit more before we depart the homestead. Broadcast put me to sleep. There you go. That's good. It'll put you to sleep. Massage parlor in Cebu. I had the biggest titty bar in Cebu. And as a foreigner, when you own them kind of things, the government harasses you. I had a big bar. When I was younger, I had a major place. One of the most iconic places in Cebu. You say it's a beautiful day to be alive. Of course it is, because when you're dead, you don't know it. When you're dead, the only people who suffer is the ones that loved you. Other than that, you don't know you're dead. It's the same thing when you're a dumbass. The only one that suffers is the other people because you don't know you're a dumbass. It's kind of that way. Ever think of OnlyFans? Yeah, there you go. Uh, my club was the Puerto Rican. Puerto Rico, it was called, right downtown Cebu off the circle. Ah, ah. We'll chill just a minute. More YouTube videos. We could organize, generate little money doing all that. That is true. That's a good probability. I could do more social media. Rico Club is not bad, is it? I don't know. I just had one. I don't really frequent any. I don't go to any clubs. I don't have no time for that nonsense. I ain't been. I ain't been into a club in years. I just can't handle it. Yeah, I haven't even thought about that. It's funny, huh? I ain't even walked in the door. Hell, I go to Dubai and all these places that have all this stuff. I never even walked in the door. Hell, I was in Bali a couple of business trips. I never walked into any of them places. I didn't even open the door to a club. We were in Finland. I didn't even look for one. Did you ever go to a club in Houston? Yeah, actually, Rick's a friend of mine owned Deja Babes, excuse me, the dingier side of Houston called Babes. That friend of mine that died, Rick, when he was in Indy, he died. But yeah, I was over at his place called Babes. Yeah. A friend of mine owned that for a long time. We got stories from that place. My money on my come up with side hustle. We need to. Your knowledge of cell phone is present, maybe cell phone store. There's no money in inventory. Yeah, a friend of mine owned Babes. It was a rough ass place. Oh, Babes was rough. And my friend was a dead up gangster. An online e store. We've looked at this commerce and studied it quite a bit. You never know. We'll come up with something. I actually need to take it serious in the coming months. I've been pondering too much looking for the idyllic situation. But the one thing I've learned through my business life in 30 years is there's no money in inventory. So, whatever you do, it needs to be a hustle to put together all the parties and then send something out because there's no money in stock or inventory. We'll find something. I was thinking about it a little bit yesterday. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll get on something soon. I'll get something attached. Toyota invented just in time inventory. That's what you need, just in time inventory. You don't need inventory stocking. There's no money in stock. Kanban. The big industry here is owning storage units. You know what? That's always been a good side hustle. And it's kind of passive too. You get some couple, build them an apartment, let them manage facility. There is no storage facilities on the island of Cebu. I just think the problem over there, hey Des, I'm good. I think the problem in Cebu is the Philippine legal system. I don't know how you get somebody out of your storage center or if you can sell their crap and cut the locks if they run away. There must be some legality there. No one's ever opened one. And I found a warehouse this week that would have made a great storage center. I actually looked into that mentally and physically looked at a property, but I think there may be a legal problem in the Philippines. Not all laws are the same in each country. So I think you get somebody in there, you probably couldn't get them out 2 years. Be a headache. Hmm. We'll have to see. A lot of the problems today, I don't want to rent a place. If I own a business, I need to own the building too. And then when you own the building, you think about the business, you might as well rent it out and forget the business part of it. Let's go our way. What's good in the hood? Man, just going to work. Let's get her done. I'm still in that little rental car. I haven't opened the door to my house yet. We're getting ready to open up, see what it's like outside. I I bet it's hot. Let's do it. Get down to it. When you really want it, get on it. All right, let's face the nation. Here we go. All right. The humidity is not overwhelming. That's a good thing. It's warm, but it's not overwhelming. Woohoo! That's a relief. I hate it when I walk out, my damn glasses go black. Oh. When is your car going to be? I don't know. I didn't even ask. I don't care. Whenever they get it, they get it. It don't bother me. I don't really care one way or another. When they figure it out, they'll figure it out. I'm not like really into the car thing. Remember, it's all work cars. It's not my personal vehicle, so I don't really. We have a guy that handles all that. Whether it's good or bad, it don't matter. He gets it handled the way he sees best. I don't put any urgency on it. They're handling it the way they want to handle it. The rental's all right. You know, new little car, a little small, but it's all right. It's a nice little car. Maybe a cell phone store for me. No, there ain't no money in that. I built a few large franchise cell phone stores back in the day. And the problem with all that was the inventory and control. Your inventory gets devalued too quickly. So what's hot today ain't hot tomorrow. So the next thing you know, you're trying to stock the latest and greatest, and then you can end up easily with too much of the latest greatest, and it's devalued before you can say hello. We've been through that. Now you could probably do a little hustle with some used things, but all in all, it's complicated. You either go with the low-end used market, or you go with the high-end select market that nobody else has. Then maybe you could do something, you know. I have noticed, though, people in the Philippines buy shite. All the stuff they go for is just crap I'd never buy. Rental property is best. I like that one, but I can't afford a lot of it. Tamara, good morning. Yeah, rent is nice. Passive income. A specialty electronics deal would be nice. You can set it up online first. Things that are really hard to come by, or having the newest item before anybody else has it. That's a good thing. That way you can get your price. I do have good connections throughout China and Hong Kong. I just can't tie up what I want to do directly. But I got great business connections throughout China and Hong Kong. Like from the manufacturer right to my hand. I was experimenting with that Huawei mainland Chinese devices. I have another one coming, so I've been kind of planning for something. Actually, with the latest cry for freedom of speech, I'm working on something. Let's see if I can get it done. I even had a backer who wanted to build a new app, and I just couldn't logically take any investment unless I had a cement plan. I had looked and talked to a lot of developers, and that seems to be a real scammy market too. A lot of the app developers are real scam artists, and I have somebody is really to fund it, but I couldn't take their money for any funding of something I don't know that could happen. Yeah, somebody for the past 5 years has tried to get me to go and get a new thing created similar to Periscope. And I went out and talked to developers around the world, and I didn't see any one of them that had a doable. I just couldn't see what they were going to do. They couldn't explain how they were going to come up with this, what they're doing. I actually went through it twice in site development already, and they seemed like scammers. I didn't see anybody that had a foolproof solution. The way they were talking was so amateur, it was not interesting. Barracuda, hello and good morning. What's up on the down under? So I was in development with an app company, but I didn't see any way that we could go to the table with a decent product in their mind. They were just nonsense. 69 all day, all night, whoop, whoop, whoop. So many platforms out there, hard market to compete in already. I know you can come up with something unique, but you can't find the damn good developers, the good people. I've looked. I have really sincerely looked heartily. Not a lot here to report. I hear you. Nothing to report in Australia. Y'all have some kind of drama going on in your political environment. They're not trying to get you to do something you don't want to do. Hell, I've been watching I don't know what I was on this morning. Remind me to look at that when we get to the office. I was watching people being arrested around the world for their posts online. It's becoming pretty common. Hell, FBI going out and visiting people for something they posted online. It's crazy. They're really hammering people on free speech. You got to be careful nowadays. UK and Germany all arrested people for nothing. They had an opinion. Opinions now is illegal. That's just insane. I never thought I'd be alive and see that your opinion could get you put in jail. And I looked at some of these people got in trouble. They didn't really say anything. They were actually pretty civil about it. It's not like they were threatening the world with mass something. They were actually just downgrading their opponents. Good morning from Illinois. What happened in Illinois? Oku Kabubu won't survive in this environment. It's going to be a rough environment coming out. The Western world don't want y'all to say anything anymore. It's rougher there now. There's more freedom to say as you wish outside of the Western world nowadays. But then again, there's a lot of turmoil that they don't report. They don't want you to know how bad things are. Because of the geolocation that I'm at, I get news within this regional area. I tell you what, Africa is hurting. Africa's upside down and in bad trouble. They're dying and crying and starving to death over in Africa. A lot of countries there is in a big situation. Africa is on the downside. I thought they were doing prosperity and really moving ahead, but it went backwards. Panama is good, I heard. Panama, is it? You know what? I had watched a documentary about the Panama. It looked pretty nice. They have a nice little deal there. I looked about that. It seemed to be nice. But that's for the big wigs with the money. They thrive on banking and control of currencies. And that's not my sector. I never had enough currency to worry about the market. I don't have any money to worry about, so I'm not your banking financial advisor when it comes to the money game. A lot of people make money with their money, calling the different margins and nonsense they get into trading. Nice casual drive to work. You know what I've noticed about this little car? The road noise is a little on the high end. That's what I'm hearing I'm not used to, is the road noise. This car has a bit of road noise. Let's look outside on our morning commute. I don't like sedan, especially. This is a little SUV, but it feels like a little sedan, you know? Mr. Adel bin Fayez. Well, hello. Good morning. Yeah, this car's the suspension is kind of choppy, and you can hear a lot of road noise. It definitely does not float. You can tell by the camera, even though the camera mount is not the best, it still shows you. I'm hearing the road the whole time in this car. Yeah, the road noise is a bit high. I'm off to New Zealand on Thursday, back Monday. A great steakhouse I like. Man, New Zealand. Old Bernie Dole heads over to New Zealand all the time. There's that Chinese Jeep copy right up there. That green car to my left, that is the Chinese version of the Jeep. It actually looks pretty good. I'm not a Jeep man, but hey, they did a good Jeep there. That's your Chinese Jeep. I don't like Jeeps because they're bumpy and you hear the road noisy as hell. A lot of miles to travel in such a short time. Whoop, whoop. He's in Australia. It's a jump and a hop over to New Zealand. It's like Americans going to Hawaii. Not a big deal. This dude here gonna look at him cutting me off. You moron. Traffic circles over here don't nobody how to drive in. Have you checked the Google currency glitch this morning? $1 US to the Philippine peso. I haven't looked. I ain't paid it no mind. We got to stop on red before turning right. So we stop and do our morning count, 1001, 1002, 1003. Then we proceed. That way we stop before turning right. I always do that live on the video in case that camera gets a glitch and they try to give me a ticket. I have video proof that I didn't do it. I have the same deal with Dodge as you have with a Ford. Dad worked for Chrysler. Well, then I'd buy the Dodges. That's a good deal. when you get the cars at a really decent price loaded, it's easy to go to that direction. Those factory deals are nice. We're going to look at the everyday man, labor street person deal here. And yeah, they're out here in the flood droves again. These old boys out here hoping to find work. It's kind of crazy. They're really out there. I wonder how angry they get after about a month of figuring out this is a BS job, standing on the street. You'd think after a month or two of standing on the street, you'd realize, hey, this ain't no way to live. I don't even know how they get by. Must be a charity that feeds and houses some of them. I don't know how they get by. They're there, though. There's your Indian bus, your Tata Marco Polo. The Tata Marco Polo. Looks like a damn dually truck frame. Somebody glued somewhat of a bus on top of it. Good morning, Sarah Stewart. How are you? And I hope it's a beautiful day for you, or night, or afternoon. Well, I didn't make the red light. No problem. What's this guy waving at and pointing at? He must be talking to somebody else, because I don't care about it. You see that guy at the bus driver waving and pointing and looking? I don't know what he's talking about. Must be, oh, he's talking to that guy. They're looking to buy some type of a hydraulic, high pressure hydraulic pipe. He jumped out with one to look for another. Here he comes again now without his hydraulic pipe. He's jumping on and off of that bus looking for parts. Look like a hose off of like a backhoe or a tractor. He's talking to the light. I guess he's talking to the light. I really don't know what he's talking to. I didn't beep, but I don't mind. He's having some type of a full-blown conversation with the red light. Bless his heart. He's been offended by the red light, maybe. Let's see what he does at the green light. Well, he's going to go. There you go. His bus don't have no dents in it. He must be a good driver. Usually buses like that got dents all in them and big bangs in the side because they run into people all the time. He's got no dents in his bus. He's got to be a decent driver. And there's the same bus, but the Toyota version. And there's your Toyota bus. You can see about 100 pounds of Bondo on the side where they fixed it many times. Look at them curtains in that bus. Can you see them curtains? What the hell? They'd put some fancy curtains in there. Kind of odd looking. Green, gold, red, white. He got him some fancy curtains in his Toyota van. He tried to make it like a living room. Look at his curtains. Isn't he stylish? I tell you what, he sure is stylish. Them curtains in his bus. Oh, Lord. I wonder how he come up with that idea to have them things. Pakistani curtains, exactly what they are. It's in Pakistani style curtains. They're real gaudy. They're gaudy as hell. Old style. Maybe he lives in his car. It looks like it. He done set it up like a Pakistani living room. I think I'll slow down and get behind these guys. I'm not in the mood to race somebody to the red light. All these people will be up here pushing and shoving at the red light. I'll just chill out. I'm really not aggressive. A lot of these folks is overwhelmingly aggressive when they get behind the wheel of the car. Now let's see. Oh, look at there. My turning lane is unblocked today. It's because the police is there. That's why. Police are at the red light, so people are obeying the law. Thank goodness for the police at the red light. Nobody blocked our turning lanes. Man. Buildings look like the 80s. Yeah, it's the old school. Jebel's old school. There's a few modern buildings, but Jebel's still old school. Yeah, there's a lot of old school in Jebel still. It'd be 100 years before it gets remodeled. Jebel looks like old Middle Eastern city, anywhere from Iraq to Jordan, all the buildings. This is your old 70s and 80s style. Always been the same. Everything painted in sand brown. See? That's old stuff from the 60s, 70s. They're slowly rebuilding buildings here and there. Damn, somebody's compressor bearing is about to go out. That's annoyingly loud. Yeah, the waterfront area here is being modernized. That area with the strip centers, and they're making that area better. Morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
Very good. Well, I have to have my phone near the door so it don't disconnect. If I get in the back of the elevator, my phone disconnects. Welcome. Mr. Shamsuddin. Oh, Shamsuddin. Where's old Shamsuddin hiding? Mr. Mobeen, good morning. Have you seen Shamsuddin?
Shamsuddin there?
Is he there? Let's go find him. Shamsuddin's done in the, he's in hiding. I don't know where he's going to. Morning, sir. Shamsuddin. I guess he's run to the store or something. He's not here. Nope. You seen Shamsuddin? Oh, I hear you. Where are you? Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'd like to get a cup of your darkest, nastiest coffee, please. Thank you. I found his ass. Oh, hallelujah, we're back. Okay, what are we doing here this morning? Let's check my work mail, see if I have any urgency things this early. Probably don't. And uno, dos, I got one thing. I got some bid for radar satellite system. Huh? We got a meeting this morning at today. A satellite radar system. All right. I got something to do. Wish you had a window. I do have a window. It just looks at the building next door. It looks terrible. What's up, Melissa? I got a big window there. You open it, you just see another building. Thank you. Also, egg, two.
Two eggs.
Yeah, can you give 2 minutes to tell everybody good morning?
Good morning.
Mr. Shamsuddin has returned from the holiday. He's happy to be here with us. Any good things to say?
Today,
Yeah, what's good today?
any time good.
All good.
All good.
You miss your family?
Family very good.
Yeah, okay. He's in the depression mode. He only been back 2 days. Two eggs.
Okay, sir.
He's different today. The first day he's happy. Now he's into the depression mode. Yeah, he'll be over it by tomorrow. When you work abroad and then you leave your family and then you come back after a long holiday, your first day is just getting acclimated again, and your second day is kind of like, oh, I'm back to work. Then your third day, you usually cheer back up. I can see he's got that, and he talks to his wife so much. When he leaves her, I bet you he's probably like a Romeo and Juliet type thing. I bet it's really hell when he may be 2 or 3 days stuck in this mode. Because him and his wife are really, really like best friends on the planet. A day don't go by that they don't chat and talk and laugh and giggle. So, I bet it's hard on him. because him and his wife are like the only friends. They only talk to each other. So it's definitely mentally hard and challenging for him. And I'm sure since he built that new house, he don't have a choice, but he has to work. He got a lot of bills probably from building that new house. He built the nicest house. I bet he's got a pile of bills stacked up. I've been asked to go back as a guest speaker. I declined a few times. Did you? Vancouver, I thought you'd be a little more adventurous. You've been retired a little bit. I thought you'd take off to some unknown part of the planet and chill and have a good time. You don't have a desire to take off to some third world place and hang out a while for a little adventure. I took about a year I think I was in my late 20s. I took about a year and stayed in the Philippines. And then one day I got pissed and left. You know, I'd been living in the Philippines. I had that club and I opened a little store and we had little businesses running. And you travel with BC, lots of camping and road trip. There you go. Well, I'd moved to Philippines when I was younger. I was rolling, had business going, had a little Jeep. Go to Pattaya and hang out with the girls. You know, I don't think that's something a lot of people like. I think that's for old lonely folks. Desperate people, actually. I mean, if you're going to look for a used car, you don't look for one that's been really used. And I think the same thing goes for the ladies. If you're thinking about settling down with a female or whatever you do, I don't think you go to where they're all very used, you know. Extremely used cars are no fun, and extremely used ladies in Pattaya, I don't think that is not something I see as tasty or delicious in my book. You know what I mean? When did you wake up and say, boy, I sure could use an old wore out car? Same with the ladies. I don't think I need one. Oh, wore out. Ugh. You hook up with a lady that done kissed 100,000 papers. I'll pass, personally. But a lot of these dudes that never had no attention, they're real geeky, never hung out with any ladies. They get over it and think it's the best. I enjoy my travel solo. Per freedom, decide to go. That's true, it's nice. There's no nutty streamers in Thailand. They're so nutty. You know, yeah, I'll pass. Once I go to Thailand, they're hanging out. Even I've watched a few streamers there, and they're really hanging out in the slum area. They're poor people. The streamers over there is real poor. They've got no money. So they're hanging out in the rougher areas, you know. I've seen a few old guys in the Philippines. They marry them old bar sluts. Walking Pineapple. Walking Pineapple's about the only all right dude, you know. He's all right. The rest of them is, I wouldn't give you a hoot. But Walking Pineapple is a good guy. He's all right. He's a good hustler, making a living, doing fine. But the rest of the streamers over there, I wouldn't give you the time of day for. But yeah, old Walking Pineapple is a good one. He's one of the rare ones. Hey, he's a funny guy. He's one of the rare ones. He's doing his deal, getting his stuff together, makes a living. He's a good guy. He been hanging out with crazy Tom. I think it's the other way around. I think old Tom's trying to hang out with him. Pineapple's not a hangout kind of guy. He spends most of the time with his gal and his child and his business ventures. If he's hanging out, that's a little rare. Well, what I had to do something today, and I can't recall what I wanted to do. I had a plan, and I have yet to decide what I was going to do. I can't remember what I was going to get into today. While I was working, I'll be in Dubai next week, I think. I have to look at the travel. I don't want to go. I got to go in about a week. Yeah, I'm not really into it. I'm not overjoyed about Dubai. It used to be cool, but it's nothing big deal to me anymore. There's that big, let's see, when is the event? Will be at GITEX. GITEX will be, when is GITEX? It's October 14th to the 18th. Oh shit, it's coming up soon. Damn, I may not go. Yeah, I may not go. It's coming up in 5 days. Dubai is, I'm just burnt out on Dubai. I've been going my whole life. I don't really care about it. I don't really need to go, to be honest. Oh, Lord. Yeah, maybe I can give it a skip. It's not really my deal. Yeah, I believe we'll try to skip it. 13th is Friday, so it starts on Saturday, 14th through the 18th. It's interesting. Yeah, I believe we may have to pass. I'm sure our lazy ass people that don't do anything will be on the ticket. Oh, I gotta go to Dubai. The people that generate no money just sit at their desk. They'll be the first one begging to go on the trip. Yeah, they'll be the first one in line with a ticket and hotel set up. Not a good day to be traveling. Yeah, we'd probably go Saturday or Sunday morning. I don't think we need to be there the first day. You know, Friday the 13th in the year 2033, that big asteroid is going to pass by the Earth. Some major asteroid is going to come by 2033 on Friday the 13th. We're 9 years away from a possible disaster. But they say it'll just fly by, but it won't hurt us. But if it moves a little, it'll come back and hit us in 7 years. There's a major disaster. A big-ass asteroid headed our way. And it has to go through like a needle to make sure it doesn't go off, kill, come back around and hit us. So they've got all these asteroids down to the damn minute that they will pass by Earth. I see a lot of fake media. I read about that. It's called Opus or something. Yeah, it'll be by in the coming years. 11 September, Wednesday, debate between Trump and Kamala. What's their debate about? Oh, Kamala's just ghetto lying bitch. I wish it takes out the woke people. Well, at the end of the time, in the next billion years, we got to figure out someplace else to move because the sun will burn out and suck us in. Bruce Willis will save us. Oh, Bruce Willis don't even know his name nowadays. Oh, boy's got that dementia. Elon Musk, you'll have people available for Mars test flights. Well, they're going to have to populate another planet. Our sun's going to go cockeyed in about 1 billion years. Doesn't matter to us, but the long-term future of civilization is definitely not going to be a permanent situation. He's sending people to Mars in 4 years. Well, I wish they'd hurry and get there. I'd like to see people on Mars. I can't wait to see what kind of bacteria, amoebas, or insects or little larvae crawl up their rectum and freak them out. They'll land on Mars. There'll be some little bug run up your rectum, make you grow hair out of your eyeballs and run around like a monster freak. There's definitely going to be some type of nonsense you don't want to get involved. They may have creatures up there to eat you alive. We better spend money to save Earth in 1 billion years. Yeah. No, they're going to have to populate other planets sometime. The problem, we have to figure out how to travel. Thank you, sir. Coffee, please. And one water. We got to figure out how to travel at really fast speeds or to figure out how to go through worm or black holes. Because our current level of technology, we can't really go anywhere. Like that Total Recall movie. We will be having to populate somewhere else. I would say in a couple thousand years, we'll have man-made planets that you get on that are completely self-sufficient. They'll have to do something. The moon didn't do shit.
Cold water, sir.
Thank you. Believe it or not, going to the moon had nothing to do with science. That was an era when the Soviet and the U.S. were racing to be the best. If we weren't racing to go and do something, or that we didn't have pressure, we would have went to the moon. Now the Chinese are going, and the U.S. is interested to go back. China and India are going to do some big deal on the moon. I don't know what they're doing. Once they start, America will start again. Getting into the bubble with the BO people, it would suck. We'll definitely have some kind of a giant space planet ship thing we create someday. Yeah, China and India are hardcore into the game right now. So the U.S. will revive their program. Starship, yeah, we'll have to have some kind of a starship. And people will be born and die on that ship as they travel throughout the galaxy. Yeah, we won't be around to see any of it. You know, they're talking about they're going to have to travel throughout galaxies, populate other planets. I just need 17 channels on my TV. I can't even get 10. You're worried about traveling across the galaxy? Hell, I'd like to have 17 channels that were interesting on cable. I can't even find any interesting shows to watch. I have a hard time buying shoes that feel good. You talking about a starship? Hell, I can't even get some good cotton T-shirts that last over a year. There's a lot of things we need to take care of here. Mike the Bowler, what's up? You think about how hard it is to find a good steak. Apps are tough. Yeah, they are. I watch Star Trek. Yeah, it's all interesting. Figure I'd drop in and say hi before y'all to bed. All right, Jamie, thanks. Millions of truck drivers won't have jobs. Well, they'll find another job. All the time they discontinue somebody's job for something else. When they come out with a car, everybody thought they'd just eat all the horses. Friend had an app built, it was a nightmare. Yeah, I researched it. It's not cool. I looked into it. There's nothing good about it. Oh wait, we had our paper thin egg. Now, oh, that's not bad. I have yet to taste coffee, so I did what I'm supposed to do. You're supposed to wake up and not drink your first cup of coffee till after 90 minutes. The Maximum Overdrive Stephen King film is coming to life. All jobs taken over by the AI. I wouldn't go as far to say that. Sure, a lot of jobs will be replaced, but others will be recreated. Some other there'll be new creations. And who's to say having a job is the way of the future? Wouldn't it be better to have robots and AI doing all the bullshit for us? Wouldn't if your toilet stops up, instead of getting a plunger, wouldn't it be nice to be called Bobo, the toilet bot? Let him go in there and clean it out. The problem is only the super wealthy will be able to afford all those conveniences. And the poor folks will be living in dungeon-like facilities, living a crappy life. I don't see them making a hole for middle class and lower income people to succeed. It's only going to be made for the super wealthy. Everybody else will be expendable. So if you got money, you'll be good. Bobo will share my WC data. You don't want Bobo, the toilet robot. Robots will be the farmers. Well, I don't know. I can't think that big, to be honest. I'm not a big thinker. I'm worried about tonight or tomorrow or next week. When it comes to 1,000 years or 100 years, I don't really have to think too far ahead anymore. And there'll be no extraordinary changes in the next 100 years, so everybody here will be dead anyway. You don't have to worry about the future. Your future is death. Everybody here will be dead in 100 years. Somebody else will be talking some nonsense. Even your kids will be dead in 100 years. You ain't got to worry about anything. None of this will make a shit in 100 years. 100 years, robots will be so lifelike, it will be like a Westwood. I don't know. I could use a good robot. If they have them 100% lifelike, I'm going to buy that blowjob robot when it comes out. Even if I have to finance it, I want one of them at the house. Save me a lot of headache. The BJ robot. Press the 222, that somebody flies in the room. Oh, thank you, Mr. Robot. Thank you, robot. We appreciate you. Yeah. I need a moho robot. Takes care of things. Save me time, money, and energy. As soon as that old BJ robot is released in real life, I'm on it. The BJ robot be very popular. It will be. It'll free the world, to be honest. Once they get that BJ robot launched, shit, I'm going all in. I wonder if I could rent it out and share it with neighbors. There's a business idea. My BJ robot is available if you'd like to rent a little time with my robot. Side hustle. I rent out the BJ robots. Buy me about a half a dozen of them. Let them fly around all night. Pop in your window. All the women's right goose will never let it happen. How about taking monkeys like Planet of the Apes? Talking monkeys. There you go. They already got talking monkeys. They tried to make one of them a president in America. So you ain't got to worry about talking monkeys. It's already happening. They think one's going to be the president. At least the media tells you that. Our current talking monkey giggles too much. Kind of doesn't bring me a lot of confidence. Yeah, our current talking monkey just giggles too much. Doesn't take things serious. Lies a bit too. Who would have thought thousands of years go by, we come out with a talking monkey just lies all the time. Couldn't even get an honest one. Owning BJ robots, renting them out. There you go. I don't want to rent them out. You'll have to be a member of the BJ Robot Club subscription service. $100 a month. It will get you 7 visits from the robot. Sounds like a good idea. I can't even imagine doing anything with a robot. Never mind a big. I think Harris is a big drinker. Probably. Seems that way. Yeah, I have subscription plans. You can do specials for the holidays, holiday specials. Give me a nice plan together. Not sure where I'll advertise. We'll do special advertising. Making the world a better place, one visit at a time. Software upgrade for Christmas. Well, I'll have to have different religions, you know. I'll have my Islamic robot, my Christian robot, my Jewish robot, my Hindu robot. They got to be politically correct. Some real sick mofos. We're going to have them. We're joking about this. There'll be somebody out in 100 years selling them things. You think it's funny. In 100 years, somebody will be doing it. A woke robot that tells you shit or takes your money and leaves you. There you go. I think, I need to make a note. Pleasure robots. Hey, it'll happen. I made a note. I got to call our internet service provider people at our compound and see why I can't get on PUBG. Why it keeps getting that stupid error. I know it has something to do with their system. She's winning and getting all recognition. She knows how to lie. She ain't winning. That's fake news. She ain't winning at all. It's fake. It's like 60 to 30. There can't be that many people in the world that's stupid in America. Come on now. They can all laugh and jump up and down and think about it, but they're not that stupid. Nobody really wants to destroy their own country where they live. I just can't believe it's real. There's no way they can convince a majority of people that dumbass has any value. It's just not possible. The Succomatic, made in China. You're done with the robots? All right. This old boy in there talking nonsense this morning. I wonder what he's carrying on about. Anybody understand what he's saying? I have no idea what he's saying. He must be, that's an Indian dude speaking Arabic to a Sudani dude. He's babbling away. He's talking about the robots. Let's go in here and jump in this conversation. I ain't doing anything.
How are you, boss?
We have Mr. Abdul Majid here saying good morning and hello to everyone.
Hello. Good morning.
He's the bona fide African direct from Sudan. And then we have our bona fide Indian gentleman. He's 100% from India.
101%.
He is proud to be from India.
Yes,
And
I'm
he
proud of India.
Me 200% Sudan.
You're 100% Sudan. We got a bona fide Indian man and a bona fide African. We are diversity in action right now. We are diversified here at the office. We got them free thinking bona fide people. Thank you for the bits, Mike. Whoop whoop. They run off. They got work to do. Bona fide, diversified. You know, one thing we haven't had is work with us is Chinese guy. I mean, we have business people, but we've never had someone employed with us from China. Keep the morale up. Everybody here is all happy. Most people here is good people. Really. Those two dudes are actually good people. Cream, Indian dude, always bitching and chitter-chatting about some BS. And Sudani dude, he's just always happy and entertaining and thoughtful and just a good person. Yeah, they stopped and run off. He's saying somebody's crazy and has no mind. I don't know who he was talking about, but I understood half of what he said. They were talking about somebody who was stupid and has no mind. They said somebody mafia milk, no mind, crazy. I don't know. I don't know who they was going on about. Anyway, Karimo has a workshop, does a lot of civil stuff here. They all left. I'm the only American in the company, and in my area, I'm the only non-Saudi. Those guys do services for the other people here. My area is 100% Saudi. But ain't none of them here today. I don't know what's going on. Look, it's empty. Ain't nobody here. They left. That's the end of it. That was their little hole in the wall where they could gossip. They're all gone now. Ain't nobody here yet today. I don't know what's going on. They all done run off. Maybe they had something to do. I don't pay it no attention, not my responsibility. They went to the robot store, maybe. I don't know what they're doing. Today is the 9th. Tonight, Apple's going to tell us how they made the iPhone over 1% better. I wonder what the theme of that dumbass Apple event will be tonight. I hope it's better than the stupid Mother Nature theme they did last time. The Apple events are not as good as they used to be. They try to theme them with a story and a message, and they just kind of suck at that. They need to just make tech products and talk about them. Booking their Dubai trip likely. Maybe. I should have had a Chinese dude come visit me this week. I don't know what's going on. I have somebody bringing me another Huawei Harmony OS phone. Apple, take a bite. We dare you. I'm waiting on another Chinese phone. I've been playing with the Chinese Harmony OS phone. Steve Jobs did the best presentations. Yeah, he was a good presenter. The ones now are a little corny, but they're all right. Something to watch, something to check out. They don't really come out with anything that's breaking technology anymore. They add a little feature, a little deal, but nothing extraordinary. That reminds me. Damn. I got an app that I paid for 3 years ago at an Apple event, and I hadn't downloaded it again. Let me see if I can find that damn thing. My paid apps. I had a paid Apple app. I don't know if it'll work on this phone. Let's see. How do you find your Apple stuff? App Store. Apps. Where's the apps that you purchased already? I paid good money for an app. iPhone 16. This mine's a 14 plus. I'm over the latest greatest, but you never know. I may get enticed. Okay, where's my apps that apps? My apps. One more thing. Steve Jobs was the best. Yeah, I liked him. I have this special software for recording and doing videos. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of the damn thing. I think it was called Double Take or something. It turned on both cameras, and you could do a talking head and show what's around you. But it took so long for it to come and work. Not going to be much change between 15 and 16. Yeah, there won't be much. There'll be a feature, button reprogramming. There it is, Double Take. All right, this is an app. I paid good money for this 5 years ago at an Apple release event. Double Take. Let's download it again. There we go. Came out 5 years ago. I bought this. See, Double Take. There it is. So what it is, I can record my phone here. You see me in the corner here, and then the other picture is looking forward. So it's called Double Take. I was going to do recording videos so we could walk around and show and talk about stuff, but it only works in the recording mode. It doesn't work live. So that was an idea that I was going to do of. Yeah, so I could walk around and you can see what I was looking at and me talk about it. But it doesn't work in live. It only, you got to record it. I need it to be live. It's called Double Take. It was one of the features released at the Apple event, and then the software come out, and then I paid for it. I don't remember what I paid for it. You know, apps. Yeah, if you could live stream, it'd been a much better app. But it was one of them apps that I thought was going to be great. But you can't stream. Anyway, it is what it is. I downloaded it. I'll experiment with it a little bit. They used to have some older phones that did that. Twitch should connect with it. You would think they would. It's a great IRL streamer thing. I just downloaded it again. Let me research it and see if I can make that app as my camera and then come up on screen with that. I need to research. I ain't played with it in a while. They did a big release that you could do that 5 years ago with an iPhone, but it wasn't native. You had to pay that company money. I don't remember if it was $5, $9, $2. Who knows how much I paid for that. But once I figured out it didn't work live, I kind of just set it aside. That used to be a feature on a lot of phones, LG and all. But none of them make it work live for some reason. Maybe the phone can't handle it. Because that's the easiest picture in a picture. One forward and one backwards would be perfect for IRL streaming. Instead of flipping the camera back and forth. It'd be nice. What's it called again? Double. Let me show you. Double take. Here it is. I'll show you what the icon looks like. It's called Double Take. Made for iPhone. Double Take. It was at an Apple release event. Double Take. It'd be perfect for narration videos if you're going on a holiday or something. You could talk about what you're looking at. It would really help people to be an IRL streamer. It would help you, but you don't have to just save them and then post them up to YouTube later. I didn't figure out how to make it work live. But as far as narration type videos, I think it's nice. I just remembered that. I currently have all the phones and equipment, computer and gaming, everything I need. I don't need anything. The only thing right now that can improve my life is some better apps. So if I get some better apps out there, I'm interested in apps now. So I may hunt down any creative apps. I definitely could use some creative apps. The problem with app creators seem to be lazy these days. I haven't seen anything come out that was like spectacular. The very creative people must be at work. They can't afford to take a day off because their mortgage is too much. They got people stifled. They got to work so hard nowadays. They don't have time for creation. We used to get all these little entrepreneurs coming out with shit all the time. Nowadays, it seems like they're not around. I haven't seen a breakthrough app or anything fantastic in years. Really, there's just nothing that's came out in the past year I could say, wow, that's great. I ain't seen it. We need to motivate the young technical people. We need more young, qualified technical people developing new things for us. Really, there's nobody that's come out with something that's amazing that we all try. Nobody's been very creative. We're having a brain drain in the social media creativity department. Most of them about like each other. There's nobody that's come out with something where everybody goes, damn, that's great. It's just not there. Don't know what happened. I guess we get in these technology slumps. You haven't downloaded apps in ages. Me neither. That's why I owned that. I thought I'd download it. I ain't really found an app that I really liked. And then Twitch, they came out with a mobile app, ruined the hell out of it. Now everybody hates it. So Twitch come out and ruined the life of everybody with their new mobile app ain't worth a hoot. Well, I don't see anything going on exciting. Well, I guess it's time for us to depart. I have to work. Let's go see what old cornholes, sweet cornholes. If anybody loves sweet cornholes, we're going to go over to Vietnam and check out old sweet cornhole. We'll see what she's up to. If you're on YouTube, unfortunately, you will not be headed over to see Miss Sweet Cornhole, but people of Twitch, in the next few seconds, you'll be directed to see Miss Sweet Corn. Tao is a friend of mine, good lady. Let's see her again. And let's say hello to Tao. For me, I got to go. Here we go. Twitch people headed to see the sweetest cornhole in the world named Tao. You people of YouTube, see you later. Have a good one. Thank you, Mike, for the bits.